Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everybody to the monthly Town of Milton Board meeting. Today is December 17th, 2025, time 6:30. I'd like to get the meeting started with the Pledge of Allegiance by Councilwoman Soden.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Delnicki.
Present.
Councilwoman Soden.
Present.
Councilman Froelich.
Present.
Councilwoman Kerr. Supervisor Ostrander.
Present. Next is a motion to accept the minutes of the November 19th, 2025 Town Board meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicki.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden. Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next is our first public hearing on local law number 3 of 2025 of the Town of Milton to amend Chapter 34 of the Town Code regarding residency of certain employees. Brenda, could you read the notice, please?
Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Milton will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, December 17th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. The purpose of the public hearing is to hear from the public regarding the proposed local law 3 of 2025, amending Town Code Chapter 34, officers and employees. The documentation for the local law is located on the Town of Milton website.
Thank you, Brenda. Public comment number 1 is now open. If anybody in the audience would like to speak on public comment number 1 in reference to the public hearing, I'm sorry, not public comment, of the local law number 3 of 2025. Mike Iacolucci.
Microphone.
Oh.
I can talk loudly. The folks at home are going to hear you.
If you could sing for us.
Good evening. Thank you. Mike Iacolucci, 3 Encore Drive. Just wanted to say that I support this amendment to the local law. And I think I hope this change will stand the town in good stead moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Anyone else? Shannon. Tom Bogosian.
Thank you and Merry Christmas to everybody. I am probably not a big fan of amending laws without permissive referendums. I'm probably not a big fan of having officials that don't live within our town, but I am a big fan of putting in place the right people in the right job. And Mr. Miller happens to be the right person. He happens to be 500 feet outside of our town or 600 feet outside of our town, but he is a town resident, grew up, and I'm going to mess it up. I don't know if it's Red Oak or White Oak. White. Okay. I knew I was wrong. Okay. Up White Oak, right up the street here. Mom still lives there. And as I said, I repeat myself, I am a big fan of putting the right person in the right job. And Mr. Miller happens to be that. He has been running the highway department, and I strongly support this action in order for us as a town to make sure we have the best and brightest in the job. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Anyone else? Nobody in the audience? Brenda, anybody via Zoom? At this time, can I get a motion to close the first public hearing, please?
Make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicki.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, the time is now 6:34. Public hearing number 2 on local law number 4 of 2025 of the Town of Milton is to extend the moratorium on large commercial scale solar energy installation and battery storage facilities in the Town of Milton. This time, the public comment or public hearing number 2 is now going to be open. Brenda, can you read the notice, please?
Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Milton will hold the public hearing on Wednesday, December 17th, 2025 at 6:35 PM. The purpose of the public hearing is to hear from the public regarding the proposed local law 4 of 2025, extending the time on a moratorium established in local law 1 of 2025. The documentation for the local law is located on the Town of Milton website.
Thank you, Brenda. Public hearing number 2 is open if anybody in the audience would like to speak. Seeing none. Brenda, anybody via Zoom? Hearing none on the Zoom, motion to close the public hearing number 2 on the local law 4 of 2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicki.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next on the agenda is public comment, number 1 on any agenda item only. Public comment number 1 is now open if anybody would like to speak. Anna Stanko. Good evening, Anna. How are you?
Been in a while.
Welcome.
My zoning board meetings are always Town of Milton nights, so. Anna Stanko, 32 Kent Street. I'd like to speak on resolution number 80, 2025 to appoint Jason Miller as highway superintendent. As many of you know, I work for the county and have worked there for quite some time. And I have mentioned this at other board meetings. People from Corinth, Hadley, everywhere in the North Country come to work and they say the roads suck until I get to the Town of Milton. And once I hit the Town of Milton, I know I'm good to get to the county. That I believe is due in a lot, he's looking at me, to Jason Miller. He is a
Humble.
hard worker. I ditto Tom's words. Let's pick the best guy for the job. My husband doesn't say much about anything out there, and in my opinion, he's one of the hardest working men I know, but he did say on the way in, he goes, I've seen that guy in action. They better appoint him because he really knows what he's doing. So, that's it. Just, I think Jason's the best guy for the job.
Thank you, Anna. We appreciate that. Anyone else in the audience like to speak? Mike Iacolucci.
Thank you again, Mike Iacolucci, 3 Encore Drive, and I'll be very brief. I also want to just speak with respect to resolution 80 and the front one with Jason Miller. I think that is a great move by the town board and fully support it and look forward to many good things continuing going forward. Quick note with respect to resolution 79 and the funding of various reserve funds. I want to commend the comptroller for recommending this step and hope that the board goes through with approving that resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Anyone else in the audience like to speak? Brandon, anybody via Zoom? Public comment number 1 is now closed. Moving on with the agenda. Next on the agenda is resolution number 75 of 2025. Resolution approving the local law 3 of 2025, modifying chapter 34 of the town code entitled Officers and Employees. Whereas town board has been reviewing and updating various town regulations and relating laws and found chapter 34 and its limitation on residency for certain elected and appointed town officials. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board, Town of Milton, that local law number 3 of 2025 is hereby approved, adopted, and enacted, modifying chapter 34 by adding new Article 5, residency requirements, appointed positions, Article 6, residency requirements for deputy town clerk, and Article 7 of residency requires for the town highway superintendent of the town code of the Town of Milton, a full copy incomplete, which is local laws attached here to and made a part of, be therefore be resolved by the town clerk, and she is hereby directed to enter in the local law in the minutes of the meeting and local law book of the Town of Milton and give the notice of the adoption of local law and file it with New York State Secretary in the state. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board, Town of Milton, a motion for resolution 75.
I'll make that motion. I'll second it.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicki.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next on the agenda, resolution number 76 of 2025, resolution approving local law 4 of 2025, entitled Amendment to the Local Law 1 of the year 2025, the Town of Milton, extending a temporary moratorium on large and commercial scale solar energy installation and battery storage facilities in the Town of Milton. Whereas the board previously enacted local law 1 of 2025 to allow time to investigate and research large commercial scale solar installations and battery storage facilities as part of the review of the town's comprehensive plan, which local law expires on January 29th of 2026. Now therefore be it resolved that Town Board, Town of Milton hereby approves and enacts local law 4 of 2025 entitled Amended to Local Law 1 of the year 2025, the Town of Milton extending a temporary moratorium on large and commercial scale solar energy installations and battery storage facilities in the Town of Milton. A full copy of the said local law number 4 of 2025 is attached here to and made a part thereof. Resolved that the town clerk is hereby directed to enter into the local law in the minutes of the meeting and local law book of the Town of Milton, file the same with the Secretary of the State of New York, and give due and proper notice of the adoption of the same and otherwise provided by law. Motion for resolution number 76, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next on the agenda, resolution 77 of 2025, resolution to hire Ryan Pasquarello to fill a vacancy in the Highway Department as a machine equipment operator, whereas the Deputy Town Highway Superintendent has advised the need to hire a new department employee to fill a vacancy in the position of machine equipment operator, and now therefore be resolved. Town Board, after due consideration upon recommendation of the Deputy Highway Superintendent, does hereby appoint and hire Ryan Pasquarello, 408 Oak Street, Corinth, New York, 12822, as a machine equipment operator. Grade 5, Step 1, an hourly rate of $24.91 per hour, full-time, effective December 1st, 2025, with benefits as are provided by the town's personnel policy, if any, and with said hire to be on a conditional 6-month probationary period wherein performance is and remains acceptable to the town supervisor and highway superintendent pursuant to the town policy. Now therefore be resolved by the Town Board, Town of Milton, a motion for resolution number 77.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next resolution 78 of 2025, resolution authorizing the purchase of furniture and equipment for use in the Town of Milton's new highway facility. Whereas the Deputy Town Highway Superintendent has advised that the Town Board that is advisable and necessary to begin purchase items for the new highway facility, including office furnishing, workstations, file storage systems, break room equipment, and safety fixtures, all of which are required and necessary to improve proper function and operation of the new highway facility. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of Milton Deputy Highway Superintendent is hereby authorized to expend the sum of $39,723 plus any incidental expenses and any other purchases to obtain the furnishings, workstations, file storage systems, break room equipment, safety fixtures, along with other miscellaneous items to be used in the new highway facility. As referenced and shown on the attached proposal, and is further resolved, the Town of Milton Highway Superintendent is hereby authorized to enter into and sign all necessary documents and pay all amounts needed in order to execute the same. Now therefore be resolved by the Town Board, Town of Milton, a motion for resolution number 78.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next, resolution number 79 of 2025, resolution to approve the funding of the Reimagine Milton Capital Reserve, the Town Center Plan Capital Reserve, and the Highway Equipment Capital Reserve. Whereas in accordance with General Municipal Law 6C By Resolution 44 of 2018, the town board authorizes the establishment of a highway equipment capital reserve fund to be used for replacement of the town's highway department heavy equipment, and when necessary, in Resolution 120 of 23, the town board authorized the establishment of the Reimagined Milton Capital Reserve Fund to be used for land improvements, recreational improvements, building improvements in accordance with the Town Hall and Burgess Kimball Memorial Park Master Plan site. And by Resolution 29 of 2025, the town board authorized the establishment of the Town Center Plan Capital Reserve Fund to be used for financing enhancements outlined in the Town Center Plan Update Report, and now therefore be resolved upon recommendation of the Town Comptroller and the Town Board hereby authorize Town Comptroller to place a sum of $700,000 into the Highway Equipment Reserve Fund and the sum of $175,000 into the Reimagined Milton Capital Reserve Fund and the sum of $50,000 into the Town Center Reserve Fund, all to be used for the purpose of which the respective reserve funds were established. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town Board, Town of Milton, a motion for Resolution 79.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Froelich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr, Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Barbie, Resolution 80. Anybody have a paper copy of Resolution 80?
I don't have any. You have 80?
I have a skip.
You have it up on your-
Yeah.
Yes.
Scott.
Thanks. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Next on the agenda is resolution number 80 of 2025, resolution appoint the highway superintendent position recently vacated by the retirement of the prior highway superintendent, whereas the town of Milton highway superintendent recently retired from his position, leaving a vacancy in the elected position in the town highway superintendent's spot. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby temporarily appoints Jason Miller, 438 Finley Road, Ballston Spa, New York, 12020, to the position of town highway superintendent, which appointment will take effect immediately for a term ending December 31st of 2026. With the position thereafter determined to be filled with the voters through the local procedures and process necessary and required for the filling of the position of the town highway superintendent in November of 2026 fall election and take effect January 1st, 2027. Is further resolved that the salary of the town highway superintendent position shall be at the rate set forth at the Town of Milton's 2025 budget. Accordingly, for the period ending December 31st, 2025, and set the Town of Milton's 2026 budget for the year 2026 with benefits as prescribed in the town's personnel policy, if any. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town Board, Town of Milton, for resolution number 8.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky,
Absolutely.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Froelich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to approve Kevin Ubrick to buy back 65.75 hours of vacation time.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Froelich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next, a motion to approve Amanda Zawada to buy back 20 hours of vacation time.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Froelich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next, a motion to approve longevity payments to employees, section 601, wage and study salary longevity payments.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr, Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next a motion to approve Comptroller Dave Bramer and Supervisor Ostrander to attend the 2026 New York State Association of Towns Annual Meeting and Training School on February 15th to the 17th of 2026. Cost not to exceed $1,575 per person. Registration, lodging, and meals and travel all are included in the cost.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr, Supervisor Ostrander.
I'll abstain on that motion. Next, a motion to schedule a reorganizational meeting for January the 7th, 2026 at 6:30.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next, a motion to schedule a swearing-in ceremony for the town on January the 2nd, 2026 at 10 a.m.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next is department committee reports, animal control, Eric.
Animal Control Monthly Report for November 2025. Total calls 41, bite cases 0, dangerous dog hearing 0, animals seized 5, and there were some tickets issued. Unlicensed dogs 19, running at large 7, nuisance dog 4 for a grand total of 30. Respectfully submitted, David Drzezinski, Animal Control Officer.
Thank you, Eric. Next, the assessor's office, Eric.
This is dated December 2025. A note from the assessor. It's a rather short one this month. Renewals have been sent out for the aged, which is senior low income, disability, nonprofit, and agricultural. All renewals must be returned with supporting documentation no later than March 1st, 2026. Best, Laura Orminski, Town of Milton Assessor.
Thank you. Next, building department.
During the month of November, the Code Enforcement Department managed 23 building permits, collected $5,426.70 in building permit fees, collected $300 in planning and zoning board fees, collected $3,000 in parks and rec fees, completed 134 construction inspections, fulfilled 13 fire safety inspections, responded to 24 code enforcement violations. A total of 9 certificate of occupancies were issued along with 22 certificates of compliance.
Thank you, John. Next, buildings and grounds, Barb.
For the month of December, during the month of November, I did daily cleanings of the community center, town parks, and all town offices, including the highway department, the town clerk. Weekly setup and takedown at the community center for senior events and rentals. We inspected all fire extinguishers and AED machines throughout town hall, highway department, building department, town court, and community center. We closed all the playgrounds and winterized the park bathrooms. We finished all the fall cleanup of all the town properties, including parks. And I know Mark does a lot more than this because I have to call him all the time. So respectfully submitted, Mark Leroy, Maintenance Supervisor.
Thank you, Barb. Next, the comptroller's financial reporting package. Is it been issued to the town board? It's made available on the town website. Next, economic development, John O'Leary.
Good evening. Over the past month, I have been working closely with Retail Strategies to finalize the demographic study of Milton funded through the Saratoga County grant. The project is now in its final stages, and I recently received the draft report for review. The findings present Milton's business climate and growth potential in a highly favorable manner, highlighting clear opportunities that should appeal to prospective investors. A key component of the report is the retailer-based void analysis, which identifies business categories that are significantly underrepresented in our market. This analysis shows where strong demand exists and where Milton's demographic profile aligns well with national retailers' location criteria. This information will be an important asset as we begin marketing commercial space in the new Milltown Center, which is currently under construction. With phase one of Milltown Center now underway, including 2 multi-use buildings and 3 commercial pad sites, I met with the principals of Malta Development to discuss the type of businesses they hope to attract and to review their long-term plans for the project. As part of the strategy, they have chosen to engage a commercial broker, Ellison Burnside, whom I introduced to them last year. Her involvement adds another effective component to our overall economic development efforts and will strengthen our outreach. I subsequently held a meeting with Burnside to discuss some preliminary thoughts and will follow up with another meeting after the first of the year to develop strategies utilizing our new demographic study. The Airport Diner, Saratoga County recently accepted a proposal for the operation of the restaurant at the county airport. 2 individuals, one from the town of Milton, will be operating a restaurant called Sunset at Saratoga and will be offering diner and family type food. I will be meeting with one of the principals after the first of the year to discuss their plans further. Steakhouse, bringing a family steakhouse to Milton has been on my agenda for some time. And I recently reached out to a local businessman who has contact with a well-known operation to assist in introducing them to Milton. Milltown Center might be a perfect fit for them. And my additional activities as a member of the Comprehensive Plan Advisory Committee, I continue to attend monthly meetings in addition to the regular planning board meetings, county meetings, as well as the functions of the Chamber of Commerce. And I'd like to wish all the members of the board a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, prosperous New Year.
Same to you, John. Thank you. Eric, do we have a health report? Okay, thank you. Highway Department, John?
Yep. With winter weather in full force, fall cleanup is completed for the 2025 season. Yard debris can no longer be left curbside. Yard debris can still be taken to the transfer station located at 503 Geyser Road. Transfer station hours are Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Spring cleanup will begin April 15th, 2026. A reminder that there is no parking on the town roadways from November 1st to April 1st to avoid being ticketed or towed. Please do not park on town roadways. A reminder that basketball hoops are not allowed on town roadways and in the right of way. Your cooperation is appreciated in keeping our roadways safe and clear in the winter months. A salt and sand mixture is available at for our town residents on a first come, first served basis. The mixture is located directly outside the highway gates at 503 Geyser Road. The mixture can be taken in 5-gallon buckets or similarly sized containers for the town residents. Respectfully submitted, the Town Highway.
Thank you, John. Next, historian Mike.
Good evening, Mike Companion, Town Historian. Since it's a short month, actually, my reports are always the current month. I got started on that and it hasn't changed. So my month is for December 2025, not November, like a lot of people's reports. So much of my efforts were spent preparing for and participating in events related to the 250th anniversary of the Knox Train of Artillery. On December 10th, I attended a number of ceremonies celebrating various markers which were set up in Saratoga County on the route of the artillery train of artillery. On December 11th, I attended a press conference at People's Island State Park, which was focused on advertising the upcoming events. I also installed a granite bench at the Van Schaik House, which served as the American headquarters for Battle of Saratoga. On December 12th, I assisted the county administrator at Fort Hardy Park, helping to coordinate the events or activities for Knox Fest at Fort Hardy Park. And on December 13th and 14th, I and my Revolutionary War Artillery Group took part in a program which reenacted the movement of cannons from Washington to Saratoga counties, and then from Saratoga to Albany County. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike. Next, Justice Court Barb.
Oh, total monies collected and remitted to the state comptroller for the month of November. Fines were $2,856.01. Surcharges, $1,640. Civil fees, $475 for a total of $4,971.01.
Thank you, Barb. Next, planning consultant, planning and zoning report. Meg?
Okay, first up, we have the zoning board, which had their meeting on November 20th, and they had one action before them. It was 885 Rock City Road, which is a stack and store for an area variance. They want to add 21 storage units, which will generate an additional 6,300 square feet of building coverage, bringing the total building coverage to 39,600 square feet, or 11.6 of structure coverage, which is over the permitted 10% structure coverage. The public hearing is scheduled for 12/18. Planning board, they had their meeting on December 10th, 6654 Middle Grove Road, which was a special use permit extension. The current special use permit was set to expire on 12/10. The applicant's requesting an extension through 6/10/26. There have been delays with the letter of credit for the New York State for the building permit, and the planning board approved that extension. The planner report from Sophia Maruso. Of note on here, her regular meetings. But I think the most important thing probably on here that she did was some zoning research, which was for the solar map, and she has some nice data points of the built, approved, and potential sites for solar, as well as a breakdown of those actual parcels. So you can take a look at that.
Thanks, Meg. Next, receiver taxes, we'll see you next month, Lisa. Thank you. Next, town clerk report.
Okay, so for the month of November, we had 2 marriages, 8 certified marriage certificates, 37 certified death certificates, 2 genealogical researches, 8 spoil and search of records, 114 dog licensing, of which 32 were online, 27 hunting and fishing licenses, 11 pavilion and community center rentals, with a total of $3,896.13.
Thank you, Brenda. Do we have a youth report this month?
This month.
Okay, thank you. Next, public comment number 2. Public comment number 2 is on any town business. Public comment number 2 is now open if anybody would like to speak. Jason Miller.
What? What?
Just a very quick thank you. I do appreciate it. Hopefully we can continue to serve everyone as we always will. I do appreciate it. Thank you to the board. I'd love to take all the credit that I was getting, but couldn't do it without a great crew, especially Kevin. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Jason. Mike Iacolucci.
Papers right there.
Thank you for bearing with me. Mike, 3 Encore Drive. I just need to add a few thoughts with respect to our town historian. He has understated significantly his involvement and the wonderful things that he's been doing with respect to the 250th anniversary. I had not realized that Mike had actually assembled a replica cannon, which was on display at Fort Hardy Park on Saturday. And it's amazing. It's a wonderful representation for our town, and I thank Mike for all he's doing.
Actually, Mike, there were 6 of mine there.
Anyone else like to speak? Hearing none, Brenda, anybody via Zoom? Public comment number 2 is now closed. Brenda, do we have any correspondence? No correspondence. Next, discussion on any new or old business by the board. Don?
Update on the town highway garage. Things are moving along quickly now. Floors are down, ceilings are in. Systems are all fired. Electric, gas, The furnaces are fired, the heat's in the building. They're in the process of sealing the main engine or truck bay floors this week and next. And we put up the outside door canopies. So we're getting to the end of this project, hopefully. Probably last week of December, we'll be doing the walkthrough and making the punch list. The things they'll have to come back in the spring, of course, and do all the outside landscape work and that. But that project is hopefully moving along to completion. Water districts, they finally, I think we've come to an agreement with the village on water districts and water rates. I think we're just in the final process of finalizing all that to get that tied up. And Reimagine Milton, the one thing we are looking at and we're in the process of working on right now is the phase one of Reimagine Milton for the spring, which means we're going to put in the new playground equipment and probably 2 pavilions, but that's where we're at with that project.
Thank you, John. The only thing I
Merry
wanted,
Christmas to everybody.
the only thing I wanted to say is, I want to thank everybody for the Toys for Tots. We had 2 large boxes that we donated to Toys for Tots, so hopefully we can make some little kids' Christmas a little better. Barb?
Yeah, I want to thank my comprehensive review committee for all the work they did last year. We got that through. Probably after the first year, we'll be moving on to our zoning with the help of Sophia and Bill Lewis. So we're reviewing our zoning laws and making some changes there. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
Mick?
Just a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Enjoy hopefully a little break if you get one.
Eric?
2 things. A couple humble guys in the room. I think Mike neglected to mention. Have you posted pictures of the Henry Knox March?
Webpage, Second Time Artillery web page, that's actually Facebook. There's tons on there, but they keep sending me stuff. I'll eventually get it today.
Apparently, all of those cannons and Mike and his crew, they pushed them through that march 7 miles in the worst of weather, snow and ice and everything else, and it was grueling. And I wish to attend, and I'm so sorry I missed it.
Oh, no.
I would not have had the right boots, but thank you for doing what you do. I mean, I don't like we're blessed to have like the best town historian on the planet and the best highway department. And
It was really enlightening in terms of understanding what those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I were just commenting, and Tom, about, they moved those guns 300 miles. We moved them over 2 days, about 7 miles. And they went through much more than we did and much heavier guns too. So as a historian, it's kind of like, it's nice to actually get an idea of what those people, what our ancestors actually experienced and did to get us where we are today. So,
post the pictures. It's awesome. The ones I've seen are just like really exciting, but kind of like brutally agonizing looking in that weather. Steel bridges, everything else with no footing. Jason, thank you. I know you're kind of a humble guy. Probably don't want to hear too much of it. Just want to do the good work. But we're pretty blessed to have you and Kevin and that highway department do what we do. It really is the best roads in town. As soon as I leave town in any direction, it's a whole different story on a winter day. So appreciate you.
Thank you, Eric. I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody gets to enjoy their families. There's no executive session this evening, so a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Discussion? Councilman Dominic?
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden?
Yes.
Councilman Fuller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Carson?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.